Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of March 15th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And of course, check your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra not see coming for the week of March 15th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Libra. Okay, thank you. You have spiritual hater, and at the bottom of the deck, you have fake accounts. Okay, who else had fake accounts at the bottom of the deck? May have been Aries. So if you're dealing with an Aries or you have Aries placements, you might want to check out that reading. Okay. Why is spiritual hater something that Libra does not see coming this week? And it doesn't have to be spiritual hater. It's just someone who dislikes you. Okay. They dislike your power or your magic or your lights. So let's see where we go with this for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is spiritual hater something that Libra does not see coming this week? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy, you have the Ace of Swords. You have the Two of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands, and you have the High Priestess. Well, there is your intuition, your spirituality, the situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with. The Empress, the Eight of Wands, and the World card. Okay. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here in Libra's energy? We're going to clarify all these cards and then get to the meat and potatoes, if you will, of this message. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Swords is being clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Swords here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Sorry, my nose is itchy. You have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Hermit, and you have the Two of Wands. Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here for the Libra collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Wands is clarified by Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here for you? One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. And what's going on with this person? This is not a very good energy, Libra. Tell me more about this person here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the King of Swords, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. Oh boy. Bottom of the deck, you have Ten of Swords. Okay, Libra. I feel like you have recently or you're about to disengage from someone. Now, this could be a person. It could be a job environment. And that person could be a friend, family member, or lover. There's something here that you are disengaging from. You're holding the sword of truth here in the Ace of Swords, and you came up here as the King of Swords. So I always say that the queens in tarot exist in the present. They're processing the present because of what they've gone through. Kings take action. You seem to be taking action here. You're taking action on your own behalf. You've had this moment of clarity. You've broken through. You've broken through the indecision. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. I don't know what to do. Two of Pentacles. Do I stay here? Do I go? Do I move forward? Two of Wands. Do I stay here? Do I move forward? And it looks like you have decided to move forward. You're sort of like breaking the chains that have binded you or bound you. Not quite sure of the correct word there, but it's Mercury retrograde, that have like binded you to this person. It is a person here. Now, maybe for some of you, it's a group of people, but you're disengaging. It's difficult. It's not easy. You're sort of going your own way here. You're in search of happiness. You're in search of stability outside of this situation, environment, or connection. You have the High Priestess is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. You seem to be determined to push through towards a new chapter here in your life. And now maybe for some of you, you have had a spiritual awakening. It's quite possible. We have the Hermit and the High Priestess. So I don't know your individual story. It's possible I'm speaking to a Libra. You spent a long time, a little bit dark night of a soul, a little bit of, spending a couple of weeks or months in introspection. Do I want to do this? Do I not? You seem to have been teetering between an old world and a new world here for quite some time. And this week, I don't know if you have said it to this person, or they are just energetically feeling your departure. But there is a clear divination marker, if you will, between your energy and this person's energy. And I say that because this person is waiting for you. The Empress is ruled by Venus, as are you. This person is just waiting for you to permanently shut the door on them. They're waiting for communication. They're waiting for the Empress, you to communicate to them, the World card, the ending. King of Swords, they're waiting for you to take action, the Star and the Knight of Swords, and they're praying to God you don't do it. They're either hoping you come back around or that you stop yourself before you walk out the door. Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're hoping that if you have already left, that you return. If you're in the process of leaving, that you stop. If you decide this week to move forward on this new path, that eventually you will turn around. This is this person's hope and wish here. So there's something really, and I'm gonna be honest with that fake card. I think this person is diluting themselves. I'm not cross-watcher friendly. I say that all the time. But I have the energy of someone here who's like, I'm just waiting for any day now for the other shoe to drop, for Libra to tell me it's over, or they're not talking to me anymore, or they quit the job. Again, I don't know who this person is. Tell me more about this person, because the only thing that has come up in their energy is they're waiting for a communication from you to tell them it's over, and they're praying to God you don't. Who is this person? Tell me more about this person. Yeah, you're deciding to go in another direction, and you seem to be very clear on that, a bit stubborn in that respect. Like, I know it's going to be difficult, 10 of Wands, but I'm in search of my happily ever after, a better job, a better situation, a better living environment, or maybe even a better partner. I don't know. You're the feeling here in your energy is this isn't going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, and I'm moving in this direction. Tell me about this person. One more shuffle. Thank you. This person's energy, 8 of Cups, Temperance, and the 4 Swords, bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. This person is watching you energetically, and for others of you, physically walk away. They're not stopping you. They just pray to God you turn the car around. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. They're not sure if they want to fight for this. They don't know if they want to stop you. So let's say it's the boss. I'll just use this as an example. You either have just told your boss, like you've just given 2 weeks notice, and now they're like, oh God, I really hope that Libra comes back into work tomorrow or walks into my office and says, you know what, I changed my mind. I really do want to stay here. If you've already had your last day of work in the last week, the boss is hoping that you call and say, you know what, I made a mistake. I'd like to come back to work if my position is still available, if you'll have me. So again, I don't know where you are on the timeline. Some of you already did it. Some of you are, about to do it. Same thing if this is a love partner. They're waiting for the other shoe to drop for you to tell them it's over. I'm done here. I'm moving on. Or if you have already done that, they're hoping you come back around. Either situation, whether you've just done it or you're about to do it, the energy of this person is, should I say something? Should I stop Libra? Yeah, should that 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords to the Hangman. This is a lot of contemplation about what should I say something. I'm also getting the feeling here of them trying to come up with a way to stop you or a way to draw you back in. Anything else about this person's energy this week, and then we'll get you some advice. Right now, I don't see them doing anything, but hoping, wishing, praying that you, again, don't move on, or if you have, that you come back. And then this contemplation of what can I say? What can I don't like the 5 of Swords to 7 of Swords. That's a lot of manipulation. So it's almost a feeling like, should I say something to make them stop? Should I offer them something to make them stop? Or offer them something to get them to come back? Anything else about this person? What they will do this week? How about that? Anything that they'll do this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. What will they do this week? 7 of Wands, the Fool, and the Strength card, bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. Tell me about that. It looks like they are trying to block your new beginning. How do they plan on doing that? It's like intercepting it, intercepting your departure. How do they plan on doing that? One more shuffle. Thank you. Yes, so that whole spiritual hater, it could be for some of you, your spirituality. But again, the feeling I got was like your magic or your power to move on from them. What do they plan on doing this week? 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. They plan on offering you something here. Something that they think will impact you in terms of your stability or your emotional vulnerability. This is an offer. This is really interesting. I knew a friend many, many years ago, and she was just about to leave her spouse. She had not told him yet. Oh, God. how long ago was this? Maybe 15 or 16 years ago. She had not told him yet, but the writing was on the wall and it was clear as day to him. It's like he was waiting any day, you know, she was going to come home from work or just call and say, I'm not coming home today. Like he knew it was, her departure was imminent. I just realized under the Empress, there's a card behind that. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Wow, they're waiting for you to. So they're already feeling neglected or rejected by you. That's why it's like any day now, Libra's going to quit or walk out of my life type of feeling. Okay. Anyway, getting back to the story real quick. So he knew that it was imminent. So she did come home from work. She wasn't planning to leave him for a couple more months. She was like saving her money. She did get her own apartment. She was already starting to furnish it and stuff like that. And I think he was suspecting that because suddenly she was working overtime. She wasn't working overtime. She was leaving work to go to the new place and she was starting to fix it up. She had like a mattress delivered, stuff like that. Anyway, so she came home one day and he had a puppy. And she was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I thought we should get a puppy. We should name it after your dad. He tried getting her in the heart space because her dad had passed away 2 years before that. I was like, oh, you know, he was just so great. And I really meant, he was trying to pull on those heartstrings, the nostalgic heartstrings, and trying to restabilize her to stay home because now there was a puppy who he so, you know, lovingly Seven of Swording in that, you know, trickster kind of energy there, named it after the dog. And that's when she told him, I hope that the dog brings you a lot of comfort because we're over. So she wasn't going to tell him for a couple more, I think it was a couple more weeks or a couple more months, but him, you know, her coming home from work and him having the puppy in dad's name was the push she needed. She was just like, enough of this, because she saw right through it. So I just kind of feel something like that here is happening this week. There's a little offer or a little gesture. It's small in the Page of Cups, but it's meant to keep you in that Four of Wands. It's meant to keep you in that connection or in that home or in that workplace. You know, you go to work on Monday, they suspect you're leaving, and suddenly you have a nice view. You know, they moved your office or your desk to the prime window, you know, with a great view. That's sort of the feeling that it's giving me. Or you've already given them your notice. Again, if this is work related and you go to work on Monday and suddenly they, you know, you're getting treated with employee of the month type of thing, and they want to take you out to lunch. So just be mindful of that. Whether you have left or you're about to leave, this entity knows it. They're waiting for you to communicate it or to turn the card back around. They're hoping you will. When all else fails, most likely within the next week or two, they're going to try pulling on your heartstrings here to get you to stay. It's small in nature, but it's trying to get you to stay or trying to win you back. So just keep that in mind, Libra. Okay, let's get you some cards of advice here. I want to get you 2 sets. Advice here for Libra who has moved on or is about to move on. Any advice for them? One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the 8 of Cups. You are moving on. World card towards that ending. And the 4 of Wands, bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. That's interesting that I told you the story about my friend there. Start working on the new. I mean, if you're leaving this 4 of Wands, whatever connection this is or something that offered you stability here, like if this is work, start working on finding a new job. If you're leaving this person, start looking to like relocate, find a new place to live. This is like start working on the new if you are preparing to move on. And that would be a good use of your energy there. Ace of Swords to the 3 of Cups, and you started off there with the Ace of Swords. So that's where you can find true emotional contentment and harmony is in rebuilding your life. So again, finding another job, another place where to live. What can Libra do about this person? How do they handle this person this week? Especially when they come in with that offer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands, the Sun card, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Oof. And they're waiting for you to have that new beginning. So if you were to discover that they're trying to block you from the new beginning, in terms of your advice here, your advice, I have to be honest with you, this is to move forward because the King of Cups is that the 2nd or 3rd deacon? I believe it's the 3rd deacon of Aquarius. This is emotional detachment. This is not allowing them to pull at your heartstrings. And that Page of Cups to the 3 of Cups, that's also the 2nd deacon of Pisces. So there's something in Pisces, you know, this is giving me the feeling here of like very much like 7 of Cups, Neptune and Pisces, like trying to create a distraction or trying to provide you with some kind of illusion, again, to get you to stay. So that Aquarius to Pisces is like detached from the illusion that they're putting up. See it for what it is, and that Sun card. Don't be so quick to move forward and keep working on the new here. That's only advice. You do with it what you want. You have the Fool, you have the Moon, And you have the temperance energy here, Sagittarius energy, and then you have the second deacon in Aries with that 5 of Cups. So in terms of advice, it's like, don't allow, see this offer for what it is, remain emotionally detached, and don't fall for, again, I don't know why I'm getting that 7 of Cups feeling. Don't fall for the illusion here. Keep moving towards the new path. You're on the right path now. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, good luck with this and good luck with this. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.